So, a good Friday morning to everybody. Hope you're doing well. We're reading through Ezekiel 31, 32, 33 today. And really reading about God's judgment against Assyria and Egypt and what he holds against them. And one of the things that really strikes, because of some of the things that we've been having conversation with lately, is Assyria. How Assyria was blessed, and was blessed to the point where Assyria grew into a mighty nation, described as a tall tree, growing into the clouds, and Assyria did very well under the blessing of the Lord. But they had achieved a place where they started taking credit for themselves. They got so big, so powerful that they started taking credit for themselves, not recognizing what the Lord had done, and it became a position of arrogance. Now, the prophet Micah tells us that there's three things that the Lord requires of us: to live justly, to live mercy, and to walk humbly before God. Arrogance is the opposite of humbleness. And so because Assyria had grown to such a height and had become arrogant in their achievements, he humbled them. He reduced them. And the reason for this is really simple. God is God. He's huge. He's beyond our scale of understanding, and he needs nothing from us at all. When we truly stand in his presence, I mean, our position is usually on our face, on our knees. It's a position of humbleness, of submission. His presence just has that effect. It's not a thing of fear. It's a thing of awe. It's awe. We are awed by him, by his power, by his might, by his love, by his mercy, by his grace, by his compassion. It's just like, wow, he's just beyond description. And for us to stand before him with any arrogance it's a destructive action. Humbleness is a natural thing when we stand in the presence of the Lord. And arrogance is to say, I don't need you. I've got everything that I need, and I don't need you. You're not all that great. You're not all that wonderful. There's nothing that you do for me. I can do all this for myself. And it's really an ugly arrogance that comes on us. And unfortunately, it can happen when we're blessed to the point where we could possibly think that we could live without him. See, humbleness comes when we realize how much we are dependent on him, and we remain dependent upon him, and we don't try to do things on our own, and we understand that everything that we receive from his hand, and it is for his purposes, and we live to please him. We live for his purposes, and it's not a reluctant thing. We're glad to do that. And we need to be very careful that he moves us through seasons where we can meet with great success because of his blessings, because of his purposes, that we don't become arrogant in these successes, thinking that we've achieved this, that it's always an acknowledgement of what the Lord has done, what he's equipped us with, that it's by his hand. And so we walk humbly before him. Yes, it's us who's walked in obedience. It's us who've been good stewards of what he's given to us. Without a doubt, we can be pleased about our obedience, happy about our obedience, and we can celebrate our obedience. But we walk humbly before him because we're nothing without him. We're nothing without him, and so it's a good lesson. There's a lot of stuff that we read today that's really important for instance, that if he if he's given us a warning message for somebody and we don't give it to them, then the consequences really fall on us. If we give it and that person doesn't respond, well, then that falls on them. So it's a matter of in our life we demonstrate who he is, his love, his mercy, his grace, his power. But there's also a message to the world that he loves us, and he died for us so that we can come into fellowship with him and be rescued from the destruction that is coming. That's a message that we can't leave off. So, and that's been given to us. So I don't want anybody's blood on my hands. So it's something that we have to be honest with people about. Okay, so you guys have a wonderful day. Be blessed, be encouraged, walk humbly before God, and just enjoy the relationship. Really, really enjoy the relationship, because that's what he wants from us. He just enjoys us. And whatever wisdom you need, seek from him today, and he'll provide it. Looking forward to seeing you guys soon. God bless.